What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. It's time to go to school, y'all. Y'all ready? All right. This is the truth behind the Kenny Anderson. Uh, I want to put the Spinderella, Tami Roman beef. Man, where where could I go with this? You know, Kenny Anderson was like one of the best basketball players at the time when they met. He was at the New Jersey Nets. He got his deal, and this was right at the height where Salt and Pepper was coming up in the game. Spinderella was young, and she was finna be in Shaq's movie. Uh, she was just blowing up, and I think they had, I want to say, Black Magic was out during that time. And they had the let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about yellow things, all the good things that can be. They were doing that one, and I think they was doing a promo tour or whatever, and they had Salt and Pepper doing some stuff with the NBA, and next thing you know, there they are, right? Her and Kenny a date. Then this relationship became toxic fast because Kenny was, Kenny at that time. Kenny was young, man, and he didn't know anything about going immediately into no relationship like this. They fought each other physically, verbally. I mean, Spin is not the type of person who was a docile, I'm just gonna take it type of chick. If you are a man, you finna go through some hell. So she gonna argue back. She gonna talk back. She's not gonna play. So she took a drink and threw it at homie and straight splashed it on him. They went to Wesley. I think it was Wesley Snipes' house. Wesley Snipes threw a party, and they was doing this a lot. Wherever they went, they showed out. So right away, immediately, they go to Wesley Snipes' house, and sure enough, Wes, hey, what's up? Well, if my house is your house, whatever you want, yeah, help yourself. Spare, we got some, we got some mozzarella right here. Yeah, my auntie made this here. Eat up, baby. The world is mine. Shoot, if I was you, Kenny, I'd be looking for the pimples on the booty. So anyway, Kenny Anderson comes in. They have a couple of drinks. Kenny already is hitting on some chicks that's in the room in front of her face like she ain't there. She grabs that champagne. She walk over there. She's like, Kenny, oh, here your drink. Yeah, threw some champagne over there. And he, oh, B, you done lost your mother and mine. And she just throwing over there. You want to go F one of these? Uncle Dan, F it in. Go ahead, F it in. Man, they fight and Wes is, oh man, y'all got to go. Y'all got to take that energy outside. I got producers in here tonight. Kenny, what's going on, man? So next thing you know, they got them out out the house. Hey, everybody just relax, man. Hey, it's life. We all go through it, right? Hey, party back on. Turn the music back on, DJ. So next thing you know, the party continues. But They party don't continue. They're fighting going down the street. Fighting in the streets of New York. Arguing, pushing, she kicking him, he pushing her back. It was terrible. It was toxic. Then I think they had a road game or something. She turns around, tells Kenny like she was pregnant. And Kenny was like, oh man, his first child. Kenny was there. He was being nice. He was still doing his routine, playing ball and all of these things, but he was being nice. And all of a sudden, it's like the world changed. Kenny, the baby was born, and Kenny was there for the first couple of weeks, and he woke up one night like, can't do this. And he told her he was gonna be back. He left out. It was like New Year's or something. And he was like, I'll be back. I'm gonna go out and celebrate with my homies. She was there with the baby. Kenny left, never came back. He didn't even come back for his stuff. Kenny walked out on New Year's, never came back. He just was virtually, basically, gone. Walked away. So Spinderella mind is like gone crazy. Like who does that? Like, how could somebody do that to their own kid? The kid's just a couple weeks old. Probably a month old. Before Kenny decided to really pull a move like that. And it was quite disrespectful. And Spinderella was, just raising the daughter on her own, like, screw Kenny. I ain't got to deal with Kenny nonsense. Then, later, what Kenny did was go to a club and allegedly run into Tami Roman and what's her name? Evelyn Lozado and all of them hanging out in the club in Jersey. It was a party. Michael Jordan and them were there. A lot of other people were there. So all of these girls used to get together, go to the spots where the NBA players would be, and go out on what they're called girl nights. And what those girls would do is go over and get involved in these situations, and they go left. And they go have these affairs with these married men. They don't care. They're trying to see if they can get them a baller. And the shocking part is he went on a whirlwind romance with Tami Roman. And Spinderella didn't know it. And when she found out, it was hell to pay. Because it was shocking to her. He couldn't deal with being a father. And when the baby was a month over, he just broke. He was young, very immature, and he ran into another woman. And once she saw they ran into each other and the fact that he married her, oh, that didn't sit well. That didn't sit well at all with mm-mm. That didn't sit well with Spin, because he went and ran to Tami. They dated for like 2 years, and then they got married. And to see 2 years later, Tami Roman is marrying Kenny Anderson. Spinderella did what most black women do. They blame the woman. She stole my man. She knew I was with him. She just don't care. These type of women do this. These type of women do that. You see, this is where all of the problems come in at. And not realizing that Tammy's getting ready to invoke on the same man who ran out on his girl and his kid 1 week being involved in that. 1 week, like a couple of weeks. So what changes did that happen from the time that she was there? You know, what changes happened from the moment they were there? What changes happened? None. So Tammy was about to get the same Kenny that Spinderella got. Some of the women just don't get that. You don't have to block your blessings. All you got to do is say, "Hey, look at it like I got away from a bad situation. Kenny was not really paying child support. She was basically raising the kid on her own. Kenny was out here wild. So even when he married Tammy, Spam was still, telling stories. Once they got married, it just went to another level. She was mad at Kenny, trying to take him to court, trying to fight him, but she's mad at Tammy, yelling and threatening at Tammy before. She was going on radio shows, talk shows, badgering Tammy's name. And Tammy's like, I don't know this woman. I don't really deal with her. She's her and her friends. They're a bunch of hoes. She was telling everybody in the industry, don't deal with Tami Roman. She was on that level. And Tammy would have got beat to a pulp messing with Spin. Let's not get that twisted. Now, as the years go by and the kids get older, Tammy realizes Kenny is doing the same things to her. Kenny's leaving. Kenny's drinking more. He had a bunch of injuries. His NBA career is winding down. And he's become verbally, physically abusive. And it's not healthy for her. He put her through a lot. And it was only after he suffered a heart attack that almost took his life did he look back on his life, because they got two kids together, and realize the type of person he was. Because he had basically no relationship with his children. None of them. So it is what it is. I'm just saying, when you go that route and you basically have no relationship with your children, it becomes sad. So when you get older, of course, you realize the mistakes in that. You try to go back to repair it, but you never know the years of damage that was done by you not being it. So, I mean, he came out and admitted he was wrong because of his actions. Two other women about to fight for no reason. It's all Kenny. It was all him. And it took him almost what, 30, 20 some odd years, almost 30, for him to realize his mistakes and say, I was young, I was immature, a almost near fatal heart attack, for him to realize where he went wrong. And now women can heal. And I hope any woman that listens to this understands something. Listen to reality. Listen to the realization. Listen to the sign, or pay attention to the signs. Don't let love blind you to what's real. You know what I'm saying? And what's real here? What's real is that he wasn't ready for what you guys were ready for. If you go out chasing and getting an NBA baller, congratulations. You got an NBA basketball player. How did that work out for you? Spinderella thought she had somebody that was compatible with her. Clearly, he was not. He showed signs he was not ready to be in that relationship, and those two were toxic together. So, my whole thing is this: where and why? The where and the why. Why? Why has this been an issue for so many years? And why do women follow this trait? That's all. Okay? That's it. That's all.